Hey everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this... One second. Hey everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day of the week for... One second. Sorry. I'm really frustrated right now. So I'm trying to cheer myself up by doing a top 10 funniest Disney characters video. So I wanted to do this video because I'm really frustrated right... Oh man. I wanted to do this video because I'm super irritated right now and I feel like doing something funny to cheer myself up. So today's video is going to be talking about my top 10 funniest Disney Channel characters. So here are some characters that I find super funny on Disney Channel shows, and hopefully this will make me laugh and feel better because I am just so irritated right now. So I'm going to get started, and let me know if you guys have any other characters that I didn't mention you thought were pretty funny, and I'm going to get started. So here we go. Number one on my list would have to be London. Oh man, my nose is driving me crazy, excuse me. Sorry, I had to go blow my nose. So number one on my list would have to be London. So the reason I think London is funny because she's so oblivious to how things work, because she's a complete heiress. She's used to having everything done for her. She is constantly clueless about what's going on, and she doesn't really care about anybody but herself, but she does it in kind of a funny yet perky way, and she just is like completely clueless. It's silly. It's really, really funny. And I love the fact that she always does her yay me thing whenever she does something that she's happy about. She goes, yay me! Like that. It's really, really funny. And then my one of my best friends actually used to do that impression of her, and I thought it was pretty funny. Like one time we were playing Mario Party and she did it, and she cracked me up nonstop. It was super funny. Number two on my list would have to be Chelsea. The reason why I think Chelsea's pretty funny is because she's super silly. Like, she has some pretty funny skills. Like, she can whistle through her nose, which I think is a little bit weird. A weird skill, but it actually is really funny how you can whistle through your nose. I don't know if you can actually do that. Can you actually whistle through your nose? Let me know down in the comments below. Well, and I love the fact that she's clueless about almost everything. And then she's, like, super silly and always perky and happy. And I think that's really funny. Number three on my list would have to be Candace from Phineas and Ferb. The reason I think Candace is pretty funny because she tries to prove her brothers are doing something insane, but every time her parents come home, they're just sitting and doing nothing, and her parents just think she's completely crazy, which I think is super funny, even though she's telling the truth. And like she tries her best to get them in trouble and tattletales on them, even though her parents don't believe her. It is super funny. And everything the boys do that everything the boys actually do the parents think she's crazy because they come home to nothing but the boys sitting in the backyard. It's super funny. Number four on my list had to be Justin from Wizards of Waverly Place. I think Justin is pretty funny just because he likes to follow the rules all the time, and he's super funny, like not believing things could work, but they actually can work. And sometimes he goes along with Alex's schemes and everything. And then he's just completely weird in general, and I think that's super funny. Despite the fact he's more responsible with his powers than Alex is. Number five on my list had to be Lily Trescott from Hannah Montana. The reason I think Lily's pretty funny is because she always is constantly clueless about things. She constantly says things to Miley, and she does her best to cover up Miley's secret, which I think is really cool. And I think she's also pretty funny along with their friend, her and Miley's friend Oliver as well. And I think she's just like super funny, like when she makes mistakes and everything. I think it's hilarious. Number six on my list would have to be Lizzy from Lizzie McGuire. So I like Lizzy from Lizzie McGuire. She's super funny. I think she's constantly kind of a klutz. She sort of reminds me of Addie, but except she always finds her way through things. And I love the fact she's able to outsmart a lot of her enemies. And she says things, and then she has these little things she imagines in her head, and all these pictures come out when she imagines them in her head, and then some sound effects come out, which is pretty funny, and like she enjoys like helping others, and I love the fact that she always sticks through life and does her best. Number 7 on my list have to be PJ from Good Luck Charlie. Now, funny story, I had a crush on the actor from Good Luck Charlie, PJ, who played PJ. His name is Jason Dolly. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who I'm talking about. He was in Cory in the House, and he's in Good Luck Charlie. I really like PJ. I think he's super duper funny because he's always like silly and goofing around. Despite the fact he's the oldest child in the Duncan family, he constantly is always making mistakes, and he does even though he's trying his best to help Charlie get through their family, he always is constantly making mistakes and being silly, which I really enjoy. Number 8 on my list would have to be Tyler from Dog with a Blog. So I think Tyler is also pretty funny. He is constantly trying to be the cool guy, and then things come up. He's actually a really nice guy, and then it's super funny because like things come up that he doesn't expect happen, like a bird says he's a jerk, which a girl believes and leaves him, which he doesn't want to happen. And then he tries his best to be a great skateboarder. Sometimes he fails at that no matter how hard he tries. And he is just like funny things happen to him all the time, which is super funny. And I love the fact that he constantly goes along with Stan's plans all the time. That's funny, that rhymes, Stan's plans. Number 9 on my list would have to be Newt from Cory in the House. The reason I think Newt is pretty funny is because he's constantly oblivious to everything. He's not very bright, which is pretty funny. And I love the fact that he really is like silly for everything. It's constantly funny. Like he gets excited for something and gets confused about it. It's really funny. And then he is like constantly making mistakes along with Cory and going along with Cory's plans, and he constantly messes up with them. It's funny. Number 10 on my list would be Alex Russo from Wizards of Waverly Place. So I think Alex is pretty funny because she's constantly making mistakes with the spells, because she does them without being supervised. Like, for instance, she'll drink a potion that makes her head grow, or she'll accidentally clean up an entire living room and transfer it to her room, which is pretty funny. Or she'll make mistakes with her dummies she makes and put them in and puts them in her and turns them into like barking dogs and stuff. It's pretty funny. And just like she tries to get her best friend to go along with her plans a lot, which I think is pretty funny. I just love the fact she constantly makes mistakes when she's doing spells, when she's unsupervised. And that's what I really like about Alex, is her sense of how funny she is. Okay, so those are my top 10 funniest Disney Channel characters. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye-bye!